And here's the fortune engine. So if we turn this on, she's gone, right? Or do we have to fight her again? Oh! Oh, never mind. Alright, I found the teeth. I found her teeth. She's apparently flanked, though, so that's cool. Fanged behemoth. Alright, well, we might be in some more trouble now. This looks less friendly, as it turns out. Alright, well. Well. I assume this is where it gets worse. Well, Gaichi's right here. Should we just start wailing on her and see what happens? Dare I? Gaichu, armor bonus. Handyman, armor bonus. Killing hands. Speed bonus. Let's just get those buffs out of the way right now. Gobbet could try to fight, but to buff more, but I'm gonna have her hide behind some teeth. Jesus Christ. Those are rows of teeth. Yep, straight up teeth. That's freaky looking. Alright. I'm not even gonna try to... Dare I try to hurt? She's healed by servitors. Where are the servitors? I don't see any. Those aren't servitors, those are fanged behemoths. They're bolstering... Oh, those are bolstering her. We'll see, I guess. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna see if I can hurt her AP or not. Minus 0 AP, immune. Alright, good to know. Is she immune to damage or the AP damage? Missed. That did not answer my question. Regenerate. Poison. Let's just go for the sword attack. 4 damage. That did not seem like a lot of damage. That's not good. So we probably want to fight these fanged behemoths, huh? Alright. Metal stance on the behemoth. 68% chance is not great. Going for it, though. Minus 1 AP. Did you do any damage to it? 70 hit points. 170 hit points. 170. Okay. Things are getting a little nasty over here. Let's get you behind some cover. Real quick. Subdue? No. Probably just full auto. Let's see if what. Wow, hit chances are low right now. Full auto just to see if we can do more damage to it. That was way better. There we go. It's like half dead. Oh, there's a servitor. It's up here on the top. I didn't even see it. It's in such a weird position. My eye just stopped scanning once I saw the boundaries of the area. I didn't look outside of it. There's a servitor up in the corner. It's weird. Alright, this is a bad time to be handyman, isn't it? I can kind of see myself losing this fight and having to start over the fight. Hopefully it quick saved. I should have manually saved before the fights. Hopefully the game saved a bit between. Let's see. Should we focus fire one of them down? Let's try full auto really quick just to see if I can do better. Gobbet. Acid fog? That's a high chance of success right there. Did it work? It did work. It did damage to them. Cool. Gobbet, you are awesome. Aim accuracy on Duncan. Let's see. Oh! Did it just die? Why did it die? That was weird. The turn... We didn't transition to another turn. Wait. Where's Gobbet's AP? Oh, wait, no, he probably lost AP to an attack. That's my bad. Got a little confused there. What's your chance of hitting? It's a nightmare. I should take it out. It's bolstering Qian. And you're the one that's most capable of dealing with it. That's... Alright, there goes... Alright, this is what Mercy Kill's for. Come on. Alright, 2 of its helpers are down now. Is that all of them? I think that's everyone's on screen at the moment, so... She's currently being healed by this one specifically. So... Gaichu, can you reach this guy? Deal some damage. Does your hit chance change based on where you're standing? It does. 65% is the best I can do. Go for it. Ah! Please tell me that's not going to interfere with his attack. Cool, he's fine. And he missed. Alright, good job. Handyman. Celestial Manifest. Get rid of that armor. There we go. Lightning Strike for bonus attacks. Just gonna do bleed attacks at this point, I think. Do you have anything in your inventory? Just some healing. Yeah, we can revive people, because a lot of people have those. Just apply that damage as best we can. Come on. There we go. I need you to stop missing. She's already down to only having like one friend, unless she's gonna summon more really quickly here. 7 damage on Gaichu. Not too bad. Gaichu can self-heal over time, which is what I'll do next probably. She looks really freaky moving around like that though. Alright. Gaichu, self-heal. If I can even click on you. Gaichu. There we go, self-heal. Let's do some stabby bits, right? So metal stance. And then we're gonna go stabby stabby. No. There you go. You figured out how to land an attack. I'm proud of you. Yeah, his success rate's not the best. Duncan. What's your chance of hitting with full auto? Not high enough. Boost his accuracy more. I think you can just keep stacking it. I think. Maybe. Gobbet. Your hit chance is not great. Spray and pray. Let's see. Does one of your attacks specifically weaken the enemy? I don't think it really does. And your chance of hitting is garbage. So I think I actually want to use my other summon here. Oh, what if I use these... what if I set these around the boss? That's fun. That's a fun idea. Alright, now let's throw out a summon. There we go. That's why I bring you along, right? So you have mana charge for a ley line, that whole thing. Fireball and fire arrow. Let's see if we can help finish this guy off. 3 damage. Yeah, it's only a Force 2 elemental, so it's not great. Alright. Let's see what I can do with my big guy. Stun. Minus 3 AP. Are you asleep now? You are asleep. Alright, so that opens us up to deal... Still, this guy's being bolstered by it, so we should still just try to deal with it, though. It would have made more sense to start with that, because then Gaichu could have tried to execute it. But I already lost that opportunity. Let's see if I can finish it off. Chances are not great. Oh, we did it. Alright, are you being bolstered by anything now? You're being healed by servitors, but where are they? I don't see any of them around here. Am I supposed to be able to use that door, maybe? Are they off camera somewhere? I don't know. Let's blow her away. Damage, motherfucker. That was not that much damage. Okay, you're relatively high on the health meter. I doubt beanbag shot is very effective against you. Deadeye shot? 28% chance of critting is not bad. Although I do suspect that she's going to come attack me, so it is tempting to run away. Go hide behind something. I think I might try to keep Duncan safe. Especially since moving might taunt her into running over those barriers that'll hurt her. Possibly more than my actual attack would. Let's go for it. We'll see how this goes. Oh, she's just running into the corner instead. Awkward. Oh, cool. She's attacking the elemental that I don't care about. Is that her? That's her whole turn? Oh, she doesn't get touched by the barriers? That's a bummer. She just walked right over them like they didn't exist. You can't escape, so let's give you a ton of AP. Yay! Alright, Fireball. Plume! We have fun here. 3 damage. Armor damage. That's also good. Mana charge. Ley line. Might as well. Just throw it right on Gobbet, right? It's good for her to have that, right? Whoa, the game did not know how to render that particle effect at first. Alright. Fire arrow. Wow, that's a low chance of hitting. YOLO. Maybe she'll keep being dumb enough to attack that character. That'd be great. Let's go for Mana Fist, because this character has too many hit points right now. Gobbet, can you heal him for anything good? Not great. Alright. Bonus accuracy on Gaichu. since he doesn't know how to hit people with a sword, apparently. Mana Fist is the first priority. Please work. 23 damage. Oh, her armor's way down. It actually worked. I did not know if that was gonna... Whenever you're fighting a boss, you never know for sure if certain elements are gonna work on them or not. Probably just punch her. Try to apply some bleeding, which is what happened. Cool. Even got a crit out of it, although I missed after that, which kind of nullifies the benefit. She's down to how many hit points? Why can't I see her hit points? It only says crit % chance. I want to know her hit points. I don't know. She had like close to 200, I think, so she must be below 100 right now, I think. That's how that works. Let's see. You do AP damage, but reduced hit point damage. Dodge is increased, 2 less damage from all attacks. Probably just want to do this. Self-heal already happened. Where is my self? Oh yeah, I did already cast the self-heal. Alright. Probably want to water stance it, right? Let's see, heaven stance. Both critical chance and crit multiplier are raised, however dodge is reduced and you take bonus damage. Let's go for the crits, actually. Let's go for the crit chance. Heaven stance. Give that a shot. 100% crit chance, that's pretty goddamn great. 76% chance of hitting. 77 over here. Random quirk there. There's some crit. Alright. Make it count, got you. 24% 24 damage. 17 damage. Alright, she might die right here. Full auto. Oh, I need to reload. I can afford to do that, though. Let's do that real quick. Can reload for 1. And then see if this is the final shot or not. Woo. Don't think that was the final shot. She's too tall, so I can't see the numbers, but oh! She spent her whole turn running towards Woo, which meant that she didn't actually reach him. That's pretty great. Let's see, Gobbet can just cast stuff all over people right now. And she's on a ley line or something, which I believe, let's see, mana charge 1. I thought the whole point of the ley lines is things have lower cooldowns, I think. Maybe. I lose track of these things. Anyway, Duncan, you get bonus accuracy and bonus AP. Blow him away. You've earned it or something, right? She has low hit points. How condescending is this? You get to kill a Yama King with a mercy kill attack. It's great. It's only a fraction of your body, huh? Well, turns out you weren't much harder that way either. As the Yama King's body crumples, a cackling sound fills the air. Once again, her broken body begins to knit itself back together. The flow of black ichor from her many wounds slows to a stop and reverses, the viscous liquid snaking its way back up into holes and ruptures that it poured from. That's a face. Projections on top of projections, all aspects of our divine being, shed as easily as a lizard shed its tail. Her voice is ripe with mockery. You cannot harm us, meat, but you have amused us. Qian halts, her crowned head cocking to one side. Perhaps you are worthy of an audience after all. Perhaps. Her voice trails off, and her head tilts upward. From behind you, you can hear the pounding sound of approaching footsteps. I assume that's going to be Raymond, right? Yep, there they are. Gang's all here, and it looks like looks a lot like Silent Kindly Cheng's friends may have died, because it's just down to my crew. As she falls into position behind you, Isabel's jaw drops open. Raymond Black steps forward, an expression of grim determination on his face. That's her. She's real. She shrinks back as Kenya turns to face her. Her voice is full of awe and terror. I did this. I brought this creature here. He speaks in the grim tone of a man on his way to the gallows. His complexion has gone gray as ash. My fault. My responsibility. The Queen with 1,000 teeth cackles with glee. It has returned to us, the Tunnel Builder, the architect of my ascendancy. Ascendancy. The creature leans in towards Raymond, its spidery fingers weaving hypnotically. The thing's robes billow like the bell of a jellyfish, pulsing organically with the rhythm of a heartbeat. You will have a special place in our court, Builder. You will stand by our side for all time. A living token of our unending rule, and an undying symbol of the folly of man. I have been a fool. Yes. His hand clenches into fists so tight that his knuckles go white. The skin on his face is flushed with the effort of fighting through the jumbling of his words. A great fool. But I will not be your slave. I will stop you. The Queen of 1,000 Teeth leans forward, her movements full of alien grace. The gaping crescent of her mouth parts into a ghastly smile, and you can see row upon row of fangs. They run down her throat in overlapping layers, a bristling forest of glistening, sharpened enamel. It is really freaky that she's just covered in teeth in every direction, beyond any sort of actual reason. She doesn't even seem to have eyes, she just has more rows of teeth, because reasons. You can just attack him. Third time's the charm. Try to stay dead this time. Oh my god, if I just attack it. Do I get Isabel and do I get my extra feedback? Attack. Third time's the charm. Try to stay dead this time. Wow, we actually just straight up start a fight. Alright, cool. The party's mostly healthy. I have a huge party right now. Wow, alright, Ractor and Isabel. Ractor, where's your robot? Ractor? You didn't... Where's the thing that's the whole point of your character? Why isn't he here? What? Where's Karoshi? Karoshi? Was that his name? I haven't read his name for a while. I might have blanked a little bit. Alright. Let's go ruin this asshole. 110 hit points? That's not even a lot. That's not even a lot. Let's see. Boost you. Then we'll give you an accuracy boost. Duncan. You have 3 AP, so we'll take cover real quick as the first AP. Then go open fire. You're still armored actually, so first you should buff yourself. Then you Celestial Manifest to wipe out the armor if you can. Tell me it worked. It worked. Cool. Now Duncan can go full auto on your ass. I really wish the camera wouldn't pan down like that. I guess I can zoom out. Yeah. That way I'll be able to see the damage that's happening. Glad I figured that out after the first 2 fights where I couldn't read the numbers coming off her head. I just zoom in because it's more cinematically pleasing to watch from the audience perspective, I think. Alright, so you should go Heaven Stance. And just start wailing on her, probably. Yeah. Oh wait, Isabel. Shit, I should have used you first. Can I not use Isabel? Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click on the other... Oh, what? These things are transparent. Apparently when there's no icon, these little things here are transparent, and you can click through them. I was like, is the icon just not showing up? But I guess not. I was trying to use Isabel's ability that marks people, but for some reason her other branches out of her character were just not there. Unless I was on the wrong, like, weapon or something? Maybe it was a weapon change. Oh well, I already made that mistake. Just gonna have to get used to that. Alright, so those are all the things that buff Koshei, who's not here for some reason. He just neglected to bring the thing that is all he does, so that's cool. Guess I'll do an aimed shot. You didn't hit him, did you? Oh, you did hit her. Cool. We'll take cover real quick. Just makes sense to do that. And follow-up shot. Nope, that was a miss. Alright, you're down to... Should I use Mystic Armor? Let's see, +2 armor. It's actually not that big of a difference compared to just the flat-out armor he already has all the time. Let's try to apply a bleed. No such luck. Alright. Get in there. Let's see, 65%, 66%. Yeah, this is the best spot, 66% as far as I can tell. There's that damage. Go for it. One last hit, come on. Wow, it didn't get a turn. We just wiped it out like no big deal. As you watch, the Yama King's broken carcass withers and dissipates. Seconds later, all that's left of her is a cloud of rancid mist. I guess you're not touching Raymond Black after all. Huh. That was easier than I thought it'd be. I guess that she was hurt worse than she let on, trying to trick us into taking a bad deal. She didn't actually trick us. She didn't even try to trick us into taking a bad deal, because I didn't let her talk. She's like, you're reaching for Raymond, I guess we're gonna have to start hitting you now. And then I hit her. That wasn't really her, it was just a projection. It won't be long before she finishes licking her wounds and sends another. I believe that you are correct. He points at a dingy terminal just in front of the towering machine. The control console is just over there. We must move quickly, which is something that's impossible for me, but, you know, you get the drift. I'm horribly wounded. Alright, here we go. Are we gonna have to jack in? Look at... I just noticed that, freaking Gaichu still has his sword raised like a crazy person. The Fortune engine itself stands before you, an enormous malevolent presence that fills the test chamber ahead. Raymond pushes forward, leaning in to study the control console with a look of determination on his face. I will close the rift. I just need... He bends over the terminal, frowning. His eyes dart from readout to readout as you watch the blood drains from his cheeks. What's wrong? Destroy the thing before she comes back. I can't. He gestures at the technical readouts on the Fortune engine's monitors. There is a one-way flow of astral energy moving from the inner walled city through the tunnel. I know what it is. Goblet wrinkles her nose and gets a far-away look. She sways for a moment and speaks as if in a dream. I can feel it too. The energy is coming from the people she's feeding on, their essence, their spirits, for lack of a better word. She sways a little longer, a puzzled expression on her face. If I destroy the machine now, it will collapse the tunnel. All those people will have the better part of their essence, what makes them who and what they are, trapped inside, with her, forever. Thousands of people condemned to an eternity with that parasitic thing. Son of a bitch. Raymond squeezes his eyes shut. There is another way. Someone could enter the tunnel, close the rift safely. The people would be saved, restored to life in the real world. And what happens to the person in the tunnel? He stays there forever with her. His shoulders sag. There's no way out once the tunnel is closed. There's a long pause as the assembled group digests Raymond's words. Duncan nods to himself, his jaw clenched. He pushes forward. I'll do it. Just tell me what button to press. The old man stares at the controls, cold fear washed across his face. No! If anyone is to do this, it must be me. His voice strengthens, and you see the old fierceness rising from within, the iron will of your childhood. It will be me. Hang on a minute, Raymond. No. Not Raymond. My name is Edward Sang, and I built this machine. I set this avalanche in motion. Whether I meant to or not, it is my responsibility to stop it. He turns to you, resigned. That is what this is all about. What it's been about since the very beginning. Raymond, listen to me. You're too weak for this. Just tell me what to do. No. The Yama King could return at any moment. There's no time to teach you what to do in there. I must set things in motion. It must be me. He turns to you. Goodbye, Grotto. He smiles sadly. Thank you for coming to Hong Kong. Thank you for coming when I called. Goodbye, Dad. The old man flips a lever and steps into the machine. There's a flash of light and Raymond Black is gone.
Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story. That if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. My past is a terrible story. I didn't expect it to end with redemption. Sometimes the debts of the past can't be repaid. But we do what we can. I have done what I can to right my wrongs. And I accept the consequences.
Aftermath. You depart from the Prosperity Chamber and are instantly caught up in a wave of refugees fleeing for their lives. Struggling through the panicked wave of humanity, you are able to retrace your steps and eventually reach Haoi. Although the typhoon has passed, the scene is wet and chaotic. The newly homeless crowd the streets, dazedly wandering, searching for missing loved ones and nursing injuries. Relief workers are already on the scene, providing blankets and medical aid. Rescue personnel carry the stunned and wounded to safety. The entire area has been cordoned off by the HKPF, while knight-errant officers and military peacekeeping force attempt to maintain order. You emerge from Kowloon-walled city to bustling clusters of activity, refugees huddling together, staring back at their lost homes, government troops deploying from armored personnel carriers, news vans setting up remote camera feeds while reporters scramble to find the right angle for their broadcasts. The air is electric with the threat of potential violence as panicked peacekeepers eye the growing crowd of evacuating poor. Gobbet's eyes dart furtively as she turtles her head between her shoulders. This place is hot. The cops are swarming the place and the APP is still out on us. Let's just head to the boat, sneaky-like. Sounds good. It's gonna take a year's worth of showers to wash that experience off of me. Isabel lifts her nose towards a reporter interviewing someone from inside the walled city. Looks like we get to see a man on the street interview on our way. The press already have their hooks in someone, hoping for a soundbite. The reporter wears a look of earnest concern, like a coat of cheap deodorant. And is that when you started running? Yeah, it was bad in there. Shooting, screaming, I was terrified. And what caused this, sir? Why are people flooding out of the walled city, injured and disoriented? The man stares at the scene around him, bewildered. It's like everyone is saying, some sort of chemical leak. A drug lab exploded or something, caused mass hallucinations. The reporter turned to the camera and pretends to check his notes. There you have it, Sonny. Our third report of mass hallucinations and violence caused by an explosion of an illegal drug lab. And while reports remain sketchy, it appears that the street crime is again on the rise. He half turns and sweeps his arm over the scene. As you can see, it's still turmoil and confusion here as police and executive council peacekeepers respond to the emergency situation, attempting to maintain order. But in all this chaos, in the maze of poverty that is Kowloon Walled City, we may never know what really happened here. Back to you in the studio, Sonny. The light of the news cameras goes off, and the reporter drops his facade. He ignores the bedraggled man beside him and begins packing up his equipment. After a moment, he sees you looking at him and turns at you with a scowl. What are you looking at? Mass hallucinations. Do you believe that story? No, I don't believe that story. He laughs sardonically, continues packing. Am I wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm a fool, feed me your line of corporate bullshit? No. Because in my experience, the rest of the world is. Everything you see, everything you've been taught, every official you elect, all bought and paid for by the people pulling the strings. Yeah, well, no one's telling me what to think. No eye contact. He remains bent over his equipment case. Of course not, pal. You're different. The reporter finishes packing and stands up straight, brushing the wet grit off the street of the street off his hands. As he does so, his eyes narrow. His gaze moves over the crew, flickering from face to face, before eventually landing on you. Looks like you just came from inside, so tell me, what'd you really see in here? A mess that Josephine's saying never cleaned up. He chuckles. Why am I not surprised? No one even remembers that she built this hole in the first place. Not that it would matter. Zhou Tsang holds this town by the balls. It wouldn't surprise me if she was running some sort of test in the walled city. It's like her little petri dish, he snorts. Wouldn't surprise me if the whole thing blew up in her face because of low safety standards either. They test food additives, body modifications, pharmaceuticals, whatever junior executives can dream up. Nothing surprises me anymore. We can change that. He looks at you as if you're from Mars. Good luck. You look like just the guy to do it. Aren't you a reporter? Shouldn't you be trying to inform people? You're in the 2050s, pal. Not the 1950s. He picks up his gear and turns to go. Everyone on this island knows that my news service is just a mouthpiece for Executive Council. Hell, if you look close enough, you'll probably find that it's owned by a member of the Executive Council. People buy what we feed them because the world is changing and it's scary. They feel small. They need scapegoats to blame and authority figures to tell them what to think. My news network gives them that. He points at the Trivid screen mounted on the side of the news van. And there's a prime example of the authority figure, Zhou Tsang, rising star of the Executive Council. Just look at her, spinning this to her own ends, talking about humanitarian relief efforts she's mounting, you know. Your comm chirps. It's kindly Cheng. Go ahead and check your comm. I'm gonna go before this scene turns into some kind of riot. It usually does. Hello, Auntie. Don't hello, Auntie me. I lost contact with the soldiers I sent into the walled city with you, and now these Tsang assholes and government troops are all over the place. Get over here and tell me what the hell happened. Right away, Auntie. No response. The line's already dead. Isabel tugs at your arm, her eyelids half-mast. I want to sleep. For about a year. I'm heading to the bolt hole grotto. I could use some slack time. I'll see you there. You better go talk to Annie, Seattle. Have you noticed that Gaichu and Ractor kind of just left the story? They haven't had a thing to say for a while now. It's because they were both optional. They're both optional party members, so they're just not. I think they just didn't write dialogue a lot of times for these characters. Where are you going, Wu? Oh, they're kind of staggering in random directions. Some of them have vanished. Gaichu? Are you gonna go somewhere, Gaichu? Just gonna hang out there? Alright, you have fun, Gaichu. I don't think he was supposed to stop moving. Alright, what do we have around here? Look at the Tridio. A Tridio monitor display is a live feed from the network newsroom. It's a standard split screen, talking heads back and forth between a perky newscaster and a stately woman of indeterminate old age. The animated label under the older woman reads, Executive Council Member Josephine Tsang. And if you are just joining us, we're talking live with Councilwoman Tsang from our office in Prosperity Tower. Councilwoman, again, thank you for being here to help us make sense of all the conflicting reports that we're getting out of Kowloon Walled City. The elder woman nods and is with queenly composure. Thank you, Sonny. I only wish that we were speaking in happier times. Of course, madam, this is, indeed, a stressful day for the citizens of the Walled City, but who knows? The newscaster brightens, flashing the best smile money can buy. For one of them, It might be their lucky day. Stay tuned, because we're all going to cut away shortly to this week's this week's Giga Ball drawing, where some lucky winner could walk away with almost 1 trillion nuyen. That's gross. The newscaster returns her focus to the guest, a look of practiced concern back on her face. Yeah, because it's believable at that moment. Now, madam, you were saying that this sort of situation is inevitable when masses of underprivileged children are raised in a world without hope. Exactly, Sonny. Josephine saying leans forward towards the camera. Without hope, these children are left to create their own opportunities the only way they know how, by turning to crime. They're often brought up in single-parent households without strong guidance to put them on the right path. They are surrounded by thugs and criminals eager to put them to work in all manner of unsavory activities. And it's events such as this one that call our attention to the plight of these poor, poor children. That is why, today, I call on my Executive Council colleagues to join with me in supporting a new project, Operation Hope. Under the auspices of this program, we will pull these children out of poverty and place them in loving, stable homes, while their parents are rehabilitated, re-educated, and reinvigorated with a new sense of purpose. That sounds like a tremendous... It is, Sonny, and it will cost billions of nuyen to support such a mammoth effort, but Sang Mechanical Services is ready to lead the way through our new charitable foundation, Sang for Hope. It's time for us to give back to the community, and... The newscaster puts her finger to her ear. Madam Councilwoman, I'm afraid I need to cut you off there. As always, you are doing amazing work for the people of Hong Kong, but her dazzling smile returns. It's time for the Gigaball! The older woman smiles contently. Of course. Again, thank you so much for joining us and offering your perspective. The newscaster checks the notes in front of her. We have been speaking with Josephine Sang, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and frontrunner to be the next chair of the Executive Council. Gross. Multiple layers of gross, because you have someone lying about the entire tragedy, but also someone that's like, doesn't even have time to listen to the lie, because it's like, we gotta talk about the lottery! While everyone's dead, basic emergency response supplies, low-end variety used in impoverished areas. Cool, low-end response supplies, that's good for the fact that everyone's dying.